Hey guys, and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 6. Today we're tuning the BMW M4 in A-Class. You guys, if you've been a long-term subscriber or viewer, you will know I love this car. So today I'm actually going to tune it for you guys. I'm going to show you what tune I'm actually running with this now. I've revamped it and it's absolutely incredible. So I'm going to show you a race first. The race is actually at Spa. Okay, we start dead last. Now, I'm thinking, turn one, there's going to be a pile-up. So, first corner, I'm too busy looking at everyone else. I kind of forget to turn a bit later than I should. Clip the wall there, but I managed to sneak up into 8th place. And I can see there's I think it's an orange Toyota GT86 just to the left of me. And he's going to do a do or die overtake up the inside here. And I just thought I'd let him go because I know what's going to happen. Again. This Eau Rouge gets me every time in a pile-up. You know, it just does. That GT86 flies past me, and so does another car. They just fly past me as if I'm standing still. This car, don't get me wrong though, is quick down the straights. There's tons and tons of grip, as you'll see going through the the winding section here now at Spa. There's tons of grip. You can flick it right, flick it left here. There's no oversteer or understeer. It's so planted. It's incredible. I really do recommend that you guys either go and download the tune because it is on storefront. A700 as a space 85. Go and download it, or search for my gamer tag, obviously as a space 85, or you can stay to the end and we can tune this car together so you can actually tweak it and modify it how you actually want to. So I'm right close up in this GT86 now. I think that's what it's called anyway. The Toyota, or it's probably the BRZ knowing me, and I'm really close. I'm trying to sneak up the inside here, but he did well to sort of hold his line and fire it out, and I'm thinking he's a bit too far away for an outbreak in this chicane. I thought I'll get super close. Nearly ran in the back of him. That's how sort of late I can brake with this car, and I'm looking every single way I can try and get past him, and I get the power down well here. And I'm thinking I'm going for it. I dive straight up the inside. I think he tried to block me off slightly, but then he realised that I was coming through, and fair play to him, he did let me go. So now I've got from last place a massive crash on Eau Rouge. I'm in second place and I'm going to try and chase down first. Now, like I say, this car itself is, I'll be honest, it is one of my favourite cars in the game, especially for A-Class. I really do like it. I think it sounds ace in the backfire on it. It pretty much backfires all the time, so if you've got your headset on, etc., it does sound so good to use. So into this chicane here now, and then this guy for some reason had a massive spin out. I don't know why, but yeah, he had a massive spin out, and I just sort of fired away into first place. And obviously what happens from now on. I'm just going to knuckle down and just clear off. Now, the lap times that I do set in this aren't blisteringly quick. They're not world record paces, but I think the good thing about this car is you can use it pretty much on any track. I did it on Prague, I did it on this, I did it on Laguna Seca, I did it on the Nürburgring, the actual Nürburgring, and I won them all, and then had the fastest lap by about maybe 1.5 seconds. So it's a very quick car, very competitive, and I think you guys will love it, especially if you all race and drive like me. I think you guys will absolutely love this tune, so I do want to recommend that you do either stay to the end so you can do it yourself, or just go and download off the storefront. Either's fine, either doesn't it doesn't bother me. But like I say, I do love this car. There's tons and tons of grip. You can throw it into corners and it'll just grip. You can throw it into bends late on the brakes and it will somehow manage to stop, and you can just fire it out. The grip that it's got on the rear as well, you can fire it pretty much mid-corner. Sometimes it will step out like that, but as you can see, I'm going forward opposed to sideways. And now, I don't know if you understand what that means, okay? But when you've got a car that oversteers dramatically and you pin it coming out of a corner, the back end will step out, it'll snap out, and you're fighting control, you're off and on the accelerator, and you're not really going anywhere. Whereas on this, you point it, maybe it's like a 30 to 40 degree angle, and you can just pin it, you can fire it out, but the one wheel usually grips, or you just fire out the corners. It's so good coming out of corners, as you saw coming in this section a lap ago. When I went to our break, obviously the guy in the GT86, I think that's what it is. So But yeah, like I said, I do love this car. There's tons of grip, tons of speed down the straight, and yeah, it's a different car that you see in A-Class, and I think that's what's good about A-Class in general. You can use so many different cars and be so competitive straight from the get-go. And obviously, if you've got a good tune on there, ideal, you know, you can absolutely destroy it, as I'm doing here. So we're coming into the dynamics of the race here now. We've only got this one chicane left. Obviously, as you can see at the bottom there, I have put a huge gap on the second place. Yeah, I know the guy did spin out, which he's now in third actually, but you know, I do set an okay lap time. It's not the best, it's not my best around here either, but you know, it is still a good lap time for a car that's good around pretty much any track. You know, I'll be honest, it's good around all tracks. It's not the best on Lime Rock, it's not the best on this track, but it's just good on all tracks, which I think is ideal, you know, for me, because that's the type of guy I am. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to get straight into the tuning setup. Here's the lap times, let's get into this. So here we are. As you can see on the right, you've got all the stats there, the speed, handling, all that sort of jazz, and that's the benchmark that you're looking for there, all them: power, torque, weight and distribution. So let's go straight to the upgrade shop. Okay, straight to conversions. Engine swap, there's no engine swaps, okay, and there's definitely no drivetrain swaps. We want to keep that rear wheel drive. Obviously we've got front and rear aero. I think in most of my tunes you will have front and rear aero. That's just the way I am, unless it's you know, it's a bit daft to do so, e.g. the Noble. We've got sport tyre compound, okay. On the front we do have the stock front tyre width. We also have an upgraded rear tyre width, and we do have stock alloys, but I don't know if you can change them, but I've just kept them standard clutch, standard transmission. Likewise a race differential. You have to have a race differential. You just need it when you're tuning cars. You need it. That's so important. Race spring and dampers, you know, it'd be daft not to. Likewise front and rear anti-roll bars. Okay, I haven't put a roll cage in this. I don't need a roll cage, it's just additional weight that you don't need, but obviously I've got race weight reduction. So now let's get into the engine side of things. There's not much here, to be fair. Stock air intake, okay, but obviously we do have a race fuel system. Doesn't mean anything, it's just that's what I could put at the time when I was tuning this car and making it, you know, what it is. Stock exhaust is very rare. I do go for a stock exhaust, but I have got a stock exhaust on this one. Stock camshaft, stock valves, everything else I think is pretty much stock, I'll be honest. Let me just double check before I do say that. Yeah, stock engine block. Obviously I've put the twin turbos on there, race twin turbo, got to get that power coming out of corners. Stock intercooler, sorry I don't need one of them, and a stock flywheel as well to go with it. So let's get into the fine tuning side of things now. Let's get into that. Obviously this is the main part that makes the car what it is. 28.5, 28.5 on the rear too. That's key. That is so key. You need to do this as it is on here. Give it a try out and then sort of manipulate the tune where you want it to. We've got loads of front camber, loads of rear camber. We need that grip. Front and rear toe, they're completely standard, and obviously the angle I've got it at 6.5. There's your front and rear anti-roll bars there. But like I say, guys, you know, please follow what's on here because it does work around all tracks. Okay, but like I say, if you've got any more requests, if you've got any cars that you want tuning, or any challenges for that matter, let me know in the comment section down below, or at least just get in touch with me on Twitter as a C2. Get in touch with me and just let me know what you want to do, because I do love challenges. I love tuning cars, and yeah. Other than that, it's been your boy Azza8585. Please like, comment, and subscribe to me if you are new. Other than that, boys and girls, you know what to do. Stay tuned for more.